Hello and welcome to Cinemondo with Kathy and Melanie. I am continuing my ongoing education, and this time we're now delving into the topic Salman Khan. I have not seen any of his movies yet.
Well, and Katrina Kaif. Have you seen the
Katrina Kaif? Yes, because I saw her with Ranbir Kapoor. What was the movie he was in with her? Can't remember now. Ooh, I'm blanking.
I'm blanking on it too.
Okay.
She has had a long and glorious career as well.
She's very cute. She was in. Actually, it was a Hrithik Roshan film. It was the comedy action, kind of like this movie. The comedy action. Bang Bang. Was it Bang Bang?
Bang. Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the first time I saw her. So they were great together because beautiful people. I mean, they were, and she was very Hrithik Roshan. Oh, it's getting warm in here. So I know every time you think about Hrithik Roshan, you're like, I'm very distracted right now. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Salman Khan. This isn't a Hrithik Roshan. We'll get to that later. We'll talk about Hrithik some other time because he is very, very cute. But another cute man is also Salman Khan, who actually one of the first things I saw, I reacted to a few Tiger trailer reactions, and I haven't actually seen. He looked like a wrestler to me. I don't know what his deal was. Yeah. And then I saw him in Pathan. And everybody cheered. Everybody was excited when he came on screen. So I knew, that's the guy from Tiger, but I had not seen the movies yet.
Some of my favorite scenes from Pathan. I mean, and the chemistry he has with Shahrukh. Yes. I mean, they've done multiple movies together. And they also just have this grace where one will do a little guest appearance in each other's film. Obviously, for Pathan, it was also to set up the connection because they're creating this YRF spy universe. When this film, Ek to Tiger, came out in 2012, I don't think a YRF spy universe was even a twinkle in Aditya Chopra's eyes, but
universes are hip now. We're going to make films in universes now.
Are hip now, and there will be. I'm sure Shahrukh will also make an appearance in the third Tiger movie that's coming out later this year.
I love that. Yeah, I love that because it's very generous that they kind of share the star power.
They do. They have a great generosity. They've at times had a tense relationship over the years, and and then reconciled, and but it's a friendly rivalry between the two of them, right? So and the interesting thing is this film, Ek to Tiger, so the story or the concept is by Aditya Chopra, head of YRF Studios, and also the director of DDLJ, and Kabir Khan, the director, originally approached Shahrukh Khan for this role.
That would have worked. That would have worked.
Yeah. And so, I mean, Shahrukh always wanted to be an action star. He finally got it.
He got his chance, and he's pulling it off. Gotta say, he's making it happen.
Years later. But he was busy with one of the Don films or whatever. So he just, the dates weren't going to work. And so Salman Khan and Katrina Kaif had a real life relationship, I think for 5 years, like from 2005 to 2010-ish or something. So my point is they had broken up, but yet are very friendly exes, have this warm relationship, and they have this amazing chemistry on screen. They just have this sizzle on screen that served them well. And I absolutely love Katrina as a badass. So cute. She did her own stunts in this movie. You think this is amazing? Wait until you see the second Tiger film and how freaking amazing she is. I'm ready to burn Bollywood down that she hasn't had her own solo action movie. Okay,
why not? Yeah,
come on.
Well, that'll be our next review. I'm gonna get through all the Tiger movies.
So, like I said, this is 2012, and it's before the whole universe was supposed to happen.
Okay.
But it is really this kind of sweet spot for Salman Khan. Like, as you said, he has this sort of a wrestler physique is a good way to put it. The man probably uses some kind of something, right, for all this bodybuilding.
I'm sure it's all the gym.
Look, okay. I need to show you one of his earlier films. Like his earlier films
Cozy Skinny.
had a very slender physique and just a very different, very, very different look.
Interesting.
So he's one of the 3 Khans. We've talked about the 3 Khans.
Oh yes. And also in the comments, say which Khan you are. Which your fan, right? Okay, let's mention this.
Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, or Amir Khan, who are interestingly all born in the same year, same birth year as me as well.
Oh my God!
Everyone knows how old I am, but I mean, Shah Rukh was known mostly more for his romantic films, and Salman became known for these massive action films. And he always. They kind of pick different holidays. Like Amir Khan would only do maybe one film a year, and it would come out around Christmas time. Okay. And Salman Khan's films usually, I don't know if this one did, but usually they would come out around Eid in the summer. Okay. And I would go to the theater for the first day for show of a Salman Khan film, and everyone would be in their holiday finery.
Oh, that's so cute.
And straight from their family celebrations to boom, we got to go to see the movie.
Oh, that's really funny. Oh my God, that's really cute.
So I have a complicated relationship with Salman Khan. Like, there's something so charming and compelling about him on screen, but he does have a troubled history. There's different things in his past that, it would give you pause. But I can't deny, like, the man, I don't run to every single film that he's done, because some of the, like his last film that just came out, I did not go to see. I don't think it was very good. But am I going to go see the third Tiger film? Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there. And also because I really love Katrina Kaif, and I would like to support her. And I just think there's something special about the two of them together on screen. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, they definitely have that chemistry. That's the thing you can't write. It is casting. And I'm always amazed when they can find a cast member who they just electrify the screen together. I mean, I'm sure part of it's in the auditioning, but you can really tell. Like, I was watching, which is similar, that new show Citadel with Priyanka Chopra Jonas and Richard Madden or whatever his name. So zero chemistry, like none. And so when I'm watching this, I'm like, oh, you can tell they actually like it. There's something just that happens organically. You can tell they like each other. There's chemistry there.
And it's also the way the camera loves the two of them together.
Together.
I mean, sometimes people could hate each other in real life. I don't think that Salman and Katrina hate each other. I think they have a warm friendship, but sometimes people can hate each other, but then it's magic on screen.
It's still electric. Yeah. It's crazy. I know. I love how that works. But I think that's when audiences really respond to that electricity between actors. And it isn't even just necessarily, I mean, both of them can be married and happy with their relationships. There's still that chemistry. It just happens, And so, Citadel, no. I mean, they had lots of sexy scenes, lots of romantic scenes. You're just like, oh, this is just like not happening at all. It's not good. But that's why this was kind of, when I saw this, you almost think like, am I just immune to in action movies if there's a man and woman that's just you just don't really believe it? Like Tom Cruise also does not have chemistry with many actresses on screen. It just doesn't happen. So it's like you think maybe it's just the story and action, but I saw this, I'm like, these two people seem like they actually enjoy doing this movie. They really like each other. And it isn't even just the writing, because even in movies where there's no chemistry, people are supposed to like each other. But I did really appreciate that. And I was like, they're either really good actors or they just really like each other. And I guess they just really like each other because they keep making movies together. So
they do.
There's that. I know. So I saw this almost back to back. I saw this movie, and then I saw Telepathy. I keep saying right. Yeah. So I saw Telepathy one day, and I saw Tiger the next day.
And I flipped. I watched the Tiger first.
I was like, oh, I was this. So I was kind of in the zone, like, oh, it's gritty and it's that. So I'm watching this going, this is so different. Like, it was total whiplash. Like, this is pure entertainment.
Yeah.
Comedy, romance, action. Like, this was just an easy watch. Like, beautiful, well shot. He was really engaging and funny. It's like she was great with him, and you're like, you didn't know, could they trust each other, but they get past it, just such a fun, frothy kind of fun movie. So I didn't really expect that, because I've seen the trailers and they look, the teasers for the recent Tiger movie, the part 3. and it looks kind of gritty and actiony, but I did not expect the kind of light touch this movie had. It was actually really enchanting.
I think this one of any of the spy universe, this one is the lightest, okay. and definitely things get gritty over time. You're right.
It gets grittier.
Nobody is tortured in some basement prison or anything. In this one,
right? Like, that should always happen in every spy movie. Someone needs to be tied to a chair and have their teeth pulled. That's just that's a standard trope.
We're gonna dance with bagpipes, and Katrina Kaif is gonna be in a tiny little, kilt kind of thing.
Yes, exactly. Sorry. I love too. They have the great fake out where you think she, this is a spoiler review. We think she's getting killed, and you see why she would be killed. You were like, whoa, I can't trust her. Yeah, you probably need to take her out. This wasn't cool. And then I love that it was a fake out, and that he chose love over duty. It was awesome. It's the classic setup, but he came off really well. I mean, like Shah Rukh Khan has that kind of affable puppy dog. Sex appeal that's very unthreatening and very well-meaning and cute. Salman Khan has a little bit more dangerous feel to him. He's a little bit, he's funny, but he seems a little bit like he can take care of shit. He's good, he's good for it. Yeah. Whereas Shah Rukh Khan, you're kind of like, I don't know, he seems like a kid, like a little boy, except for Pathan. We'll talk about.
Okay, well, we need to watch Don, and then you'll kind of change.
I'm gonna watch Don and change my mind. But just his appeal is just a little bit softer. So when you see this movie, he brings the humor.
It's funny that you say that, because I sort of feel like Salman Khan, when he's doing, you're right, like he gets this, I can just beat up these guys, I can just take care of everything. Like he's known as bi, like he's just he's everybody's brother, he's just going to take care of business. Is a good way. He's a good way to put it. But I feel like he always does these love stories. I mean, the man in real life is still a bachelor in his 50s.
All that family pressure, you can imagine.
Okay. But he sort of just becomes a goofball in romantic scenes, right? And that's
he does.
Kind of a trait for a lot of his movies, where
that's true.
When you say puppy, that's kind of, I sort of feel like he comes off as this. That's puppy.
True. Like when he sees her, it's like, huh?
Like it's like you can see the little birds swirling around his head, right? Like he just got KO'd like a cartoon.
I love how they open it like super hardcore action, and he sees the girls like, and you're like, this is the same guy that just. So funny. It's like women do that to men; they just take it all out of them.
Right, and he kind of plays a doofus a little. You know what I mean? Just kind of
does
good-hearted, but maybe not as sharp as tack in the drawer. Like he just he just comes off as just really sweet, loyal, steadfast. You just I don't know. I mean, he is really good with comedy, and so the comedy is typically with the love scenes. Now you haven't seen the bong yet. The bong, oh my god, the opening action scene. Like he's doing this action, he's doing this fight scene, and then somebody's phone ringtone goes off, and he just can't help dancing.
Oh, that's funny.
So I just love that he has a little bit of a sense of humor about himself. That he just he doesn't have to be super macho every second. Like he can just show up. Slayed by love, That's
true. There's a little vulnerability there. Like it's almost like that's his Achilles heel. Like, I can take care of shit. When it comes to women, he's completely helpless. I mean, that's kind of like the classic trope, right? I mean, as it comes to cons, I do have SRK on this shirt, so he's top so far of the cons.
Everybody noticed Kathy's new shirt, which I got my new shirt
with all my favorite actors, but there's more to come because I couldn't fit them all on here, so I'm doing another one with another group of actors. Don't worry, they're all going to be represented. You can buy this shirt at their store.
I keep introducing new ones to her too, and I'm like, you haven't seen anything yet.
Now I got to do a Salman Khan shirt. God damn. No, exactly. Well, all these guys are going to be on the next shirt, so don't worry. Doing that.
The other thing that I love about action movies is it gets them to any kind of a spy thing. It means exotic locations, right?
Yes.
And so for Bollywood, shooting in Ireland, that's an exotic location.
That was very strange. I did love that. It was like.
And it was interesting because Trinity College where they filmed, I guess, had not allowed any film to film there for 20 years. And now, okay, let's do a Bollywood. And like, this was the first Bollywood film to film in Cuba. That,
that's crazy.
And so I love all the exotic
locations are very cool.
And I felt like, like especially the Cuba scenes I thought were great. Just how
I love those.
They showed them, okay, we're just gonna watch this boxing match. I don't know, they just, with the little kids and the old cars, which is we're used to, in the colors and everything. I thought it was so awesome.
Awesome. And it is rare because we don't see a lot of that in American films because, Cuba's off limits. Yeah. So we don't ever see that. So you're right. I totally didn't even think about that because when we're seeing it, I'm like, wow, they shot in Cuba. That's crazy. And then it's probably because America's not allowed. We're not allowed to go there. So that was actually really cool to see that. I really enjoyed that. The other
crazy connection to Hollywood is that the stunt directors for the Firstborn film worked on this. So, I mean,
wow. Okay, that explains a lot.
I mean, if you think about it, it's not so much gunplay, but it's a lot of that close quarter fighting or fighting with objects and things like that we, at least I associate with the Bourne film, with an extra little Bollywood, pixie dust on the top of everything.
Little extra flair. I get right. There was a lot of hand-to-hand combat. You're right. It was, and you it's more interesting, really, when you think about it. Like, I love that they try and find a way to not use like a gun, because a gun, you just stand there and shoot each other. So there's nothing exciting really about that. So when you get to see people like in close quarters or close up and they're fighting, it really feels like, who is going to win? I mean, clearly the guy with the gun would win, but it's like when they're fighting, and we know that Salman Khan will probably win, but it's still fun to see them fighting in a scene together like that. And that there was a lot of work and choreography to go into it. So I always like to appreciate the moves and how it was shot and where the camera is and how close it is. And sometimes I'm amazed where they can shoot a fight scene. Like sometimes you'll see a fight scene in a car or see it like how, like even with a car cut in half and doing that, I'm amazed sometimes. So that always fascinates me to see those scenes, because technically they're super hard to pull off and not look lame. And you got to really connect those.
Yeah, and the action in this film is just super fun.
Really fun. Really flashy. I like that.
Yeah. Really, and he's known for that kerchief.
Yeah.
And so the kind of and so when you see that appear in the Patan, that's why everybody just goes completely crazy. Because they know that is his signature thing as Tiger. And that he uses as a weapon in the fights, right? Like the opening sequence of this film, he uses.
That's right. Oh my God, that's really funny. So that's the thing. That's actually really smart, because no one thinks he's armed, but they don't know he's got the scarf. That's why he's going to do some stuff with this scarf. And that's also like really, I love like original choreography that would incorporate that. This is really, really fun. Maybe we should do a reaction to some of those fight scenes some of these days.
I mean, and also, the soundtrack to this one is pretty banger, especially the end credit song was a sensation.
So good.
But even the background score is super fun. I think they used a little bit of it also in Patan in that scene. So, okay, this is Tiger. If you didn't recognize the scarf, like here's that Tiger music.
Oh, that's funny. He has his own theme song.
Yeah, his own theme song.
I love that.
Exactly.
Hilarious.
But it's pretty awesome,
It is pretty awesome. I mean, and they're creating it and it's happening and it's working. So it worked in an entirely new film. So everybody got it.
This was a blockbuster film when it came out. It was extremely successful. I mean, and so we kind of started it all for this whole we should do these spy films. I mean, like I said, it's an excuse. It's excuse besides, Shah Rukh and Kajol going through Europe and doing, dancing songs with Alps. Right.
I have a great idea for a film. We're going to shoot a bunch of locations. You're going to do a lot of dancing and action. It's going to be great. Like, I'm in. I don't care what it's about.
I mean, Salman Khan dancing in the streets of Dublin. I'm all about it.
So fun. That was so great. And he doesn't look like he would be a good dancer. He has he's so bulky and he just looks like he wouldn't be graceful. So it's really disarming to see him like being graceful and cool and, doing that, because I'm always amazed at the dancing in these films anyway. They just kind of blow me away.
I'm not going to say that he is the best dancer ever of any of the stars, but
Hrithik Roshan for one. Good luck beating that.
Okay, Hrithik is in his own category.
Next level.
Okay. but there's, what Salman has is swag and style, right?
Yes.
He just, the way he carries his body, even if he's not doing tons of fancy footwork,
Yeah.
he just, and
Confidence.
again, Dabang, like the theme song, like he's doing his belt buckle and just like, it's the simplest of moves, but he makes it completely
funny.
cool.
I
Completely
love that.
cool.
He's working the belt buckle.
He's very much working the belt buckle.
Oh my God.
See all the joy you have to await you.
I can't get enough of the belt buckle thing. I want to see more of that. That's my thing. That'll be the theme song, and the belt buckle is going to be his shtick, right?
Yeah, but I'm really excited about, like I said, the second Tiger movie. Katrina got to do even more action.
Love
She
it.
had one action sequence where she was fighting a bunch of bad guys just by herself, and it was
cool. Great. Oh, good. I love that.
Epic. And so I am, there's something special about these two actors together, and
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to the third film. I'm looking forward to Shah Rukh having whatever cameo scene that he has in it.
That's so funny.
But these, Salman and Shah Rukh, also the films that they've acted in together. There's one film, Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, where Salman is the fiance of Kajol and Shah Rukh steals her away because they were childhood sweethearts.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's a big one. And then, there's a film where they're more of an action film where they're long lost brothers that reignite, and so they're just awesome when they're together. And that scene in Pathan when they're just sitting and talking I
love that scene. I didn't even know the background, and I loved that idea of these, and they kind of address it like, we're the old guys and we're in these movies, gotta make way. Nah, let's not. That was such a funny, and that transcended even this film. This transcends, like, goes into, and we talked about before, the Tom Cruises and the Liam Neesons and all these guys, and even Harrison Ford, these older guys doing action. They're like, do we need to make way for them? Nah. Let's keep doing it. And I don't want them to stop. They should keep doing it, because even like SRK's action scene in Brahmastra, I feel like that was a highlight of the whole film. Like, he totally stole that movie. Like, wow.
Exactly. That was so fun. That was my favorite part of that movie. Worth the price of admission just for that.
That was so good. So unexpected.
Okay, because it's Shah Rukh. Okay, like the man.
Hottest scientist ever committed to film, and he did an amazing action scene. I kind of came into it late, so I didn't really have an affinity yet. So by the time I am getting into it, which has been like just like a last year and a half or something, SRK did a big action movie. So to me, he is a big action star. So I'm not even like comparing him to like what he's not, like, he's not an action star. Well, he is now. And that's, so I'm on board for it. So it got a little harder for Salman Khan to kind of beat him out. Just saying.
And I will admit, I have done my part to say, like, okay, let's watch a few Shah Rukh movies.
You have, and that's good, because I'm getting a good education for the older films that are good to watch, and the iconic films, and that's what I love, that you're giving me all these great ideas.
Obviously, there are so many great Salman Khan films to see. I hesitated. Probably my favorite one is this one called Bajrangi Bhaijaan, and where Salman Khan is, again, a little bit not the smartest person, and he's in India, and this little Pakistani girl who can't speak accidentally gets on a train going to India, and he tries to take her back across the border. And it is such a heartwarming film, and so we definitely need to watch that one. But because the third Tiger movie is coming out this year, I thought, okay, you need to see where it all began.
I need to get up to speed. We're going to do the second one.
See where it all began.
In the meantime, we'll also be seeing old SRK movies.
So let Kathy know in the comments, which is your favorite Shah Rukh Khan film. Yep. Like I said, I guess I would pick Bajrangi Bhaijaan, but also Dabang was the one that I showed one of my sons to kind of, because I thought, okay, this is a Bollywood movie with a lot of action versus like a love story, and he loved it. So,
okay.
So let us know in the comments which besides the second Tiger film, which obviously she needs to see before the third one.
I need to see
that, which one are your favorites, and which one should she watch? So
I get a lot of requests for My Name is Khan. Is that what it's called?
My Name is Khan.
A lot of requests for that. I have no idea, but
that is a Shah Rukh Khan film. So again, that's Karan Johar, and it's actually set in America. And Shah Rukh plays an autistic man, and Kajol is his wife in the film. And it's
a lot of requests for that.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. I have a poster of it hanging up in this room right now. I'm not going to put my camera around, but
Melanie has a curriculum for me. I'm not quite to that level yet to see that one. I'm going to keep working. I have a few more assignments.
No, you absolutely are. If you would like, I have not seen that one. It's a Karan Johar film. If you want to see anytime, I will. Well, and it is a very different role for Shah Rukh Khan. As I said, I mean, it's not quite like a Rain Man kind of a thing, but it's
in that zone.
It's in that kind of a film where he's playing someone with, completely different than his larger than life Shah Rukh Khan persona.
Oh, okay. That's good. So you guys, you're determining my fate. You got to say in the comments, we're going to take a poll. Which one is it? Which one's the next SRK film? And don't worry, I'll see the second Tiger film.
Right. We know that. But
we'll
then
be doing that.
What's your favorite Salman Khan film that she should see? All right.
So then we also have some posters, which here's the scarf.
Yes.
This is the scarf you're talking about. This scarf is not just any ordinary scarf. It is also a weapon. Right. I also think it makes her look super skinny with that little weird light thing through. It looks like they cut her out there.
I didn't even notice that. You're right.
Yeah, they want some light in there. They do this sometimes with movie posters, make women skinnier. I don't know. So, but that's I don't know.
It, folks. She's Katrina. Come on.
Seriously, come on, people. And then we have I love this one. I think this is just like a promo, but I love them like side by side, and like they're definitely together. And he's in front, but she's in front of him in the background, so that kind of makes them more equal. I like that. Really and then we have more of this, very mysterious, and she's in the front, but looking very scared, and he looks really creepy in this. This is like he's got that look.
That's like I think it's from the opening scene where he's kind of hiding, in the. So that the people that he's chasing don't know that he's there in the crowd.
They'll never recognize him in that red scarf that's super conspicuous. Then we have the running where they slimmed him down too because he's much bigger than this.
So see, didn't I tell you this Eid at the top? That's the holiday that he is known for. In the same way so in the same way that Tom Cruise is known for putting on his films around 4th of July. It's the same kind of thing. Like basically, Salman Khan kind of owns that holiday, and people expect his movie releases to come out around that.
Like it's not summer till you have a Salman Khan movie coming out.
Yeah,
there it is. Yeah. So it's like it's also announcing summer and the new movie, so that makes it extra double exciting. All right,
if this is going to be the name Tiger kind of lets you know it's kind of an action kind of a thing, but that poster definitely lets you know.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have a tiger in the title.
Buy his back.
It's a tiger and he's mad. Don't get in his way.
He's going to be kicking ass and taking names. Yeah,
exactly. So thanks, you guys. Let us know in the comments what's my next SRK movie, and I guess Salman Khan movie. But we're mostly interested in the SRK movie because we got the Salman Khan thing all tied up. But we're looking for that. Make sure and visit Melanie's channel at Pardazy Reviews. Yeah, Pardazy YT on Twitter.
Yep.
Look for her. She's got tons of great content. All the indie movies you could ever want. Amazing.
And as Kathy mentioned, we're also recorded a discussion about the Raj Kaif movie Telepathy. So look for that coming up soon.
Oh my God, Whiplash, that movie. All right, so I know. See both those films. You've got 2 for 1 in this one. See both these movies. You won't be sorry. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.